Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
The lawyers representing Why Me have written to the Embassy of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Now, I hope Mnangagwa sees this live, okay? Because there will be a time when I'll present a live and the video of how Why Me was arrested in Zimbabwe. So the lawyers representing Why Me, by the way, Why Me has pleaded not guilty, okay? And he has every right to plead not guilty because he did not commit a crime in Zambia. He wasn't in Zambia when he was saying all those things. So the cybersecurity thing does not apply. So, confirmation as to whether the Zambian government, through the Zambian police, was permitted to apprehend Francis Kapwepwe within the territory jurisdiction of Zimbabwe. When Sata said these are under 5 politicians, he knew what he was talking about. They thought they'll go into a sovereign state. You think you can just come into England, abduct someone without the knowledge of the British government? Do you know what they call that? You think you can just go into a sovereign state, because that's a criminal act that you did, without the knowledge of the government of that sovereign state, and think we are okay. And this is where we say about diplomacy, diplomatic etiquette, which the UPND don't have. Put him in. Can you manage?
No, he's fat.
Right, okay. Let me do this. So, Francis Kapwepwe, okay? So the lawyers wrote to the Embassy of the Republic of Zimbabwe, and they are saying confirmation as to whether the Zambian government, through the Zambian police, was permitted to apprehend Francis Kapwepwe within the territory jurisdiction of Zimbabwe. Reference is made to the above caption. Be kindly advised that we act for Francis Kapwepwe, thereafter referred to as our client, hence not our professional interest in this matter. Our client advises that he was apprehended in Zimbabwe, in the capital city of Harare, by 5 police officers from Zambia and bundled into a vehicle, blindfolded, and brought into Lusaka, Zambia. Now, I want you to understand that why me at this particular point in time was a free man. And why me did not commit a crime on the Zambian soil. Whatever he was saying out of the jurisdiction of the Zambian soil or Zambian territory. So why me did not commit a crime? It is actually, he was exercising his freedom of speech in Zimbabwe. So what the government of Zambia was supposed to do was to tell Kabesha, the Attorney General, who acts on behalf of government, to go into Zimbabwe and say, look, we've got this individual here, and we think he has committed a crime. And he was not supposed to just go to the government of Zimbabwe. No. Kabesha was supposed to present the case in courts in Zimbabwe, just like he's presenting the case in the courts of South Africa. And the judge has to make a ruling based on the evidence that Kabesha presents in Zimbabwe for either whether Waimi was going to be extradited back to Zambia. That is the process. That is the international law of conduct. Okay? You just don't go into a sovereign state and uproot someone without the knowledge of that government. But you PND, what you did in Zimbabwe will have consequences. Because don't think Zimbabwe is... First of all, you accuse Zimbabweans of trying to kill Hichilema the same way they killed Mwanawasa. This is according to your ministers and your supporters. That is on record. The relationship between Zambia and Zimbabwe has deteriorated under the UPND administration, and Zimbabwe have been diplomatic enough to restrain themselves from the nonsense that we have given Zimbabwe. Okay? It has been diplomatic enough. But we just don't end there. We go into Zimbabwe, uproot someone without the knowledge of the Zimbabwean authorities. Because the video that we have definitely shows that the Zimbabwean authority were not aware of what you did on the Zimbabwean soil. If they were aware, there could have been a court case in Zimbabwe, and the judge in Zimbabwe, beyond reasonable doubt, had to make a ruling for extradition, and Waimi could have would have been extradited back to Zambia from Zimbabwe, and that's what's supposed to be done. If you know that I've got a case to answer in Zambia, you understand? What Kabesha must do is come into the United Kingdom, present the case in court, and say, we are looking for this individual, and this is the law she has broken. Therefore, and that judge has to make a decision based on the evidence and seeing the environment that is in Zambia for me to be extradited back to Zambia to go and answer those charges. If the judge finds that I cannot get a fair trial in Zambia, there's absolutely no way they're going to extradite me. You understand? So, Imwe, when me and Guru educate yourself. We don't do this because we are ignorant. No. We do this because we know our rights. And when we are talking like this, we talk within our rights. Whether cyber or not, I have the right. The Constitution Act 20 provides me the right to freedom of speech. So, this is what the lawyer now, they're asking. And then they're saying, kindly advise and confirm if at all the Zimbabwean government is aware of this occurrence, and whether you as the government did permit the Zambia police to enter the jurisdiction of Zimbabwe and arrest the said individual in the manner they did. Why do you think the lawyers are saying in the manner they did? Why? Because even the lawyers, they know that Whatever was done was unlawful. Moreover, we await your usual and prompt response. Will be greatly appreciated. Now let me tell you, by law, international standard, even if I've committed a crime, if I am arrested on false pretense, any evidence that is found cannot be present to court, and they cannot even convict me of that crime because of how they arrested. If you England, if you arrest me based on false pretense, and I go to court, and I say they tricked me when they arrested me, even if you found me with the act like an evidence, that cannot be presented before court. Such you don't have a case. The duty of the police is that they have to arrest individuals. They have to investigate, arrest individuals lawfully. If the police unlawfully arrest an individual, they cannot present whatever they find on that individual in court. You play a lot in Zambia. You play a lot. Did I just zoom in? Did I zoom back and zoom in? Oh my God, let me just zoom back. So I can be full. You understand what I'm talking about? The police, in arresting any individual, they have to do it lawfully. But if the police are the first people to break the law in arresting a certain individual, anything they find without individual, it becomes useless. So in the manner in which the UPND arrested Waimi, there's absolutely no way they can present any evidence found with Waimi or whatever confession Waimi made in court, and it stands. Any competent court cannot. Because if Waimi was tortured to get evidence, they will say, no, you tortured him. And therefore, to save his life, he had to agree to anything that you say. Waimi is a free man. He's a free man. Whatever you acquired information by beating Waimi, if Waimi is pleading not guilty, even if he told you stuff, he's not guilty. Why? Because you tortured him and he was afraid of his life. You, Ichilema, in that video, you confirmed to say you moved death penalty. You cannot torture a person to get information. You have to use skills that you have acquired in investigation to get information. The moment you torture someone to get information, that information becomes now and void, cannot stand in courts. You understand? So, the process in which Waimi was arrested has to be accounted for. And this is why the lawyers are writing in the manner in which Waimi was arrested. Were you aware? Did you authorize that? Because I'm certain that the lawyers have the video. And we are waiting for the lawyers to present that video before court, before we can release it, because we don't want it to be saying, no, you cannot release this in court. And that's why we've stayed back. And that's why we are telling you, Kapwepo, it can be a grade 3, but that boy is powerful. That boy is powerful. Look at the diplomatic blunder that UPND have done, all because of Waimi. All because of Waimi. And I'm sure Mnangagwa won't be happy with this. Zimbabwe won't be happy. They've let us go with accusing them that they killed the third Republican president. And they want to kill Ichilema. They said this. His minister said this. And they've been very diplomatic enough to let go of that fact. And then we go into their land and do that act. So, yay, Stapwa. Am I able to open the phone lines? Oh, guys. Okay, now let me promise one thing. I'll open the... I'll come live tomorrow. Eh? But in just like no, Should I open? Kashtaka. Twice a chan. Demo nama comments up. Aw, na mwishba. They can't touch the so let me promise. My long case, in case ulama phone lines. Mom for my don't shakarande na sana. My don't case I safie. In case ulama phone lines. Mukarande muka ipeshe. Apaka shtaka apwa. Eroba wishi baba nanga baisa. Kuchubasa bakaripa. Mwai monaka. For it in. Beginning there. But that's the point. That's what I wanted to talk about. Ina shida kwa imita lipuidi. Mwanfwa. Nkesa diranda bwino funa yopai topic yabo. Bana cha fokuranda pali baka inde ichi bano obufibwa. Usho obufibwa baka inde ichi dem. Mukaleka? And the problem is baka inde ichi believes his own lies. We have a big problem. Nation konkan shabaka inde. Tashira anda whether uyo baka teka mulewe pa. Iyo. Shijitafeni yes bwana. But that's the case with Zimbabwe. So we are on crossroads here. When the UN rapporteur said Zambia is on crossroads, we are on crossroads. And the interviewer that was saying to say, why can't you let go? All these things. She knows about these things. She's reading the UN reports. She knows. You understand? So she's not stupid. And she let Ichilema dig himself. That's why UPND cannot televise that interview because Ichilema blundered. You understand? Because she asked, why can't you let go of this? And where we are as a country, we are in South Africa. Court case over a former president's burial. We are in Nigeria, murder. Botswana, murder. And then we're in Zimbabwe, abduction. Our country is dead, mad. 4 years. Each time has done this to our country. 4 years. Talk of democracy is another story. But you keep on clapping. Here in the HM. Our neighbors, they're just watching afar. And I don't think Mnangagwa will be happy on this Waimi issue. Kapwepwe is not a name that to play with. He may be a grade 3, but his spirit is stronger than you think. It's been your girl, Beverly Kunda Mo. Share the voice of Zambia. I will leave it here for tonight. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined in. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the love that you pour out here. We need to stand up for this country and we need to stand up for justice. God bless you. Don't forget to pray and have a blessed night. Let me go and I'll see you next time. I'm live. Good night.
This is a dream come true. Oh my God.
Shimombi, so this is the house that you won. It's now your house.
Yes.
Bashimumbi.
Mumbi, why?
Nachubala mwana ingiro tunyelele.
No, Rose. Kawachileka na ingira munganda.
Munganda nshi?
Ngo nganda.
Bashombeka mango ine nganda kwisa.
Kuturo.
Obe. Ya, icho notoko wama. Panda ini abana chilatinga. Nimbono koko wale unishama yanda.
Hello. No mara mone ifsha kuino bwingi hapa. Inyotoka. Trolley dash. Halamu.
Mokwe.
Le center.
No was
Elo na mushiba. Patu lesa phela first kutulo. Elo mbanga wabuka ufere wakonka.
ambera mutine.
Le center.
Neba kushitashani hapo.
Na bale mbapa, dial *384*1#. It's simple. Hello. Chawa hapa 10 kwacha.
Haukwati ni kwata 10 kwacha.
Twalabi kaboka 200.
Ngatoyangisha labidi dimbu madaba tutu wamina wanu. Imwe na imwe ine.
Hello na ba mayo, twalaba posam. Ali kwata sana shuko mayoli.
It's time to live your dream. Zambia, 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 it's your time because no dream is too big for my Zambian dream. Enter this draw so that you can stand a chance at winning shopping vouchers, cell phones, solar kits, cars, money, vacation trips, mini meal, trolley dashes, scholarships, and the grand prize of a 3-bedroomed house. That's right, a 3-bedroomed house. To enter the draw, all you have to do is dial *384*1#, and you will only be charged 10 kwacha to enter this amazing competition. What are you waiting for? It's time to live your dream. It's time to live your dream.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.